Today our topic is how to cultivate wisdom with Stoicism. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live a good life by focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. It is not about being emotionless or cold, but about finding peace and strength in the face of life's challenges. Wisdom, in the Stoic sense, is about understanding what truly matters and living in harmony with nature and reason. To cultivate wisdom, we must practice self-awareness, discipline, and acceptance. Let's explore how Stoicism can guide us toward a wiser, more fulfilling life. The first step in cultivating wisdom is to understand the difference between what is in our control and what is not. According to Stoicism, we cannot control external events, other people's actions, or even many of our own emotions. What we can control is how we respond to these things. For example, if someone insults you, you cannot control their words, but you can control how you react. You can choose to ignore the insult, reflect on why it bothered you, or even respond with kindness. By focusing on your response, you take back your power and avoid unnecessary suffering. This is the essence of wisdom, knowing where to direct your energy and where to let go. Another key Stoic principle is to live in accordance with nature. This does not mean living in the forest or rejecting modern life. It means understanding and accepting the natural order of things. Life is full of ups and downs, successes and failures, joy and pain. These are all part of the human experience. Instead of resisting this reality, Stoicism teaches us to embrace it. When something good happens, enjoy it, but do not become attached to it. When something bad happens, accept it as part of life and look for the lessons it offers. By aligning ourselves with nature, we reduce our resistance to change and find peace in the flow of life. A powerful tool for cultivating wisdom is the practice of negative visualization. This involves imagining the worst-case scenarios in your life, not to create fear, but to prepare yourself mentally and emotionally. For example, imagine losing your job, your health, or even a loved one. By facing these possibilities in your mind, you become more resilient and less afraid of the future. You also learn to appreciate what you have right now. This practice helps you see that many of your fears are exaggerated, and that you have the strength to handle whatever life throws at you. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of self-discipline. Wisdom is not something you gain overnight. It requires consistent effort and practice. Start by setting small, manageable goals for yourself. For instance, commit to waking up early, exercising regularly, or spending time in reflection each day. As you build these habits, you strengthen your willpower and develop a sense of inner control. Over time, this discipline extends to your thoughts and emotions, helping you stay calm and focused even in difficult situations. Remember, self-discipline is not about punishing yourself, but about creating a life that aligns with your values and goals. Another Stoic practice that fosters wisdom is journaling. Writing down your thoughts, experiences, and reflections helps you gain clarity and perspective. It allows you to observe your patterns of thinking and behavior, identify areas for improvement, and track your progress over time. You can use journaling to ask yourself important questions such as, what did I do well today? What could I have done better? What am I grateful for? What am I worrying about, and is it within my control? By regularly reflecting on these questions, you deepen your self-awareness and cultivate a more thoughtful, intentional approach to life. Gratitude is also a central theme in Stoicism. The Stoics believe that true happiness comes from appreciating what you have, rather than constantly seeking more. Take time each day to reflect on the things you are grateful for, no matter how small. It could be your health, your family, a beautiful sunset, or even a moment of quiet. By focusing on the positive aspects of your life, you shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. This not only boosts your mood, but also helps you see the bigger picture and recognize the value in every experience. One of the most challenging but rewarding aspects of Stoicism is learning to accept things as they are. This does not mean giving up or being passive. It means recognizing that some things are beyond your control, and that fighting against them only leads to frustration and suffering. For example, if you are stuck in traffic, getting angry will not change the situation. Instead, accept the delay and use the time to listen to music, reflect on your day, or simply breathe deeply. By practicing acceptance, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and open yourself to new possibilities. Stoicism also teaches us to view obstacles as opportunities. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This means that challenges are not just problems to be solved, but chances to grow and improve. When faced with a difficulty, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this situation to become stronger, wiser, or more compassionate? By shifting your perspective, you turn setbacks into stepping stones and develop a more resilient, adaptable mindset. Another important aspect of cultivating wisdom is to surround yourself with good influences. The Stoics believed that the people you spend time with have a significant impact on your thoughts and behavior. Seek out friends, mentors, and role models who inspire you to be your best self. Engage in conversations that challenge your thinking and expand your horizons. At the same time, be mindful of negative influences that drain your energy or pull you away from your values. By curating your environment, you create a space that supports your growth and reinforces your commitment to wisdom. Finally, Stoicism reminds us of the importance of humility. No matter how much you learn or achieve, there is always more to discover. Stay curious, open-minded, and willing to admit when you are wrong. Recognize that everyone has something to teach you, and approach life with a sense of wonder and respect. Humility also means acknowledging your limitations and not taking yourself too seriously. By staying grounded, you maintain a balanced perspective and avoid the pitfalls of arrogance or pride. In conclusion, cultivating wisdom with Stoicism is a lifelong journey that requires practice, patience, and perseverance. By focusing on what you can control, living in harmony with nature, practicing self-discipline, and embracing gratitude, you develop the inner strength and clarity needed to navigate life's challenges. Remember, wisdom is not about having all the answers, but about asking the right questions and staying committed to growth. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." So, take these principles to heart, apply them in your daily life, and watch as your wisdom and resilience grow. Life will always have its ups and downs, but with Stoicism as your guide, you can face it with courage, grace, and a deep sense of purpose.